Hi. So yes, today is the 22nd of September 2025. I know I'm late to make this video about the transit of the moon when it reaches Mercury, but I will also talk to you about the equinox, autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere of the Earth and the spring equinox in the southern one. I won't talk a bit about that. But first of all, let's have a look at the chart showing the moon when it reached. So the moon is next to Mercury, 7 degrees for both, and that will be at 11:36 a.m. Universal Time. So according to your location, of course, if you're in the United States, it may have been 5, 6, or even 7 hours before 11:30 in the morning. So it's already done, it's already gone. But still, you can use the energy of the moon until, I would say, tomorrow, because it takes quite a while to move through Libra. About 1 degree every 2 hours. So unless it is about, let's say, 6, 7 degrees away from Mercury, you can still consider that the energy is strong. And it is quite positive, you see. There is a trine here with Pluto, which is a very beneficial type of configuration, and there is another one with Uranus. So it seems that a good news is possible. Maybe you have received a good news this morning, or there will be one coming sometime today or tomorrow, with repercussions, of course. So the good news is not just for today, it's something that will lead you to an improvement, a change perhaps, even a regeneration, who knows. There is also a sextile here, which is this line here, with Vesta being in Sagittarius and Mercury and the moon in Libra. There is a sextile, and Vesta represents justice, or what is just, what is balanced out, you know. So I think that this connection between Mercury and Vesta should bring some comfort in your life today somehow. But of course, you can see that there are some oppositions from Saturn and Neptune. I'd say more from Neptune than Saturn, because Saturn is in Pisces. But there is an opposition between the Sun and Saturn. So that may tend to slower matters in their development. So whatever you are striving to obtain or to do or to deal with, well, understand that it may take longer than you think. But if you keep the faith, you know, you will eventually obtain satisfaction and succeed. And it may take until actually the moon reaches Mars, which is what I will talk to you in the next video that I'll put online, and that will occur most probably on the 23rd of September, with an influence on the 24th as well. And it should be an interesting transit of the moon, because it's going to trigger the need that we have to act or react according to what we want to deeply and perhaps definitely change or destroy. Yeah. Pluto represents what we can regenerate. So what we can destroy in view of rebuilding on the basis of what has been destroyed. So what is it in your life? I don't know. I know what it is in mine, that's for sure. And Mars is in harmony with Venus, so that will also have a positive influence. And I will talk about that. later on. But now just consider that the transit of the moon on Mercury allows you to communicate better. So use that potential to communicate to your advantage as much as you can. Don't overdo it, but in the way I deal with astrology, balance is Libra, is linked to Vesta, and Vesta is in harmony with Mercury. So it may just take a phone call for you to obtain the information you need to restore some sort of peace and well-being somehow. So do it if you can. Now let's have a look at the next chart. September 22, autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere of the earth, and spring equinox in the southern one. Here is the chart. So I've only drawn the aspects that involve the sun. You see, the sun is just changing sign from Virgo to balance, Libra. Balance is the French term for it, French name. So it is opposite the Saturn and Neptune. It's going to indicate that the half year until the next equinox, the spring one, or winter one in the southern hemisphere of the earth, is likely to be colored by uncertainty and a certain feeling of heaviness. It seems that life is going to request from us to be more patient, because there are good things coming. If you've looked at the video that I made about 2026, there are very promising configurations occurring within the next 6 months. So most likely, you should obtain some form of satisfaction, but that will be only if you are realistic about what happens in your life, if you don't let yourself be overwhelmed by what you believe or others believe about your situation, because that could destabilize you. Focus on what Vesta once again, Pluto once again, and Uranus once again have to give to you, to bring you. And what have to bring you is balance and harmony through Vesta, regeneration through Pluto, and change through Uranus. And all that should be quite positive. So take advantage of any potential to actually progress in this direction, even though you will still have to deal with what is trying to stop you from going too fast into what you want to obtain or achieve. Your goal must be assessed, and once it is assessed, focus on it. And even though you may walk or progress quite slowly toward the goal as such, it will happen. So give it time. Give credit to time, which is actually represented by Saturn. Otherwise, you will feel victim of that same time frame, and you may lose the right motivation to continue on the fight, and eventually win the fight. So it's going to happen at 18:20, which is 6:20 p.m. That is universal time, of course, on the 22nd of September, therefore today. And I wish you all the very best, but believe me, if you are able and ready to do what it takes, and to allow time to be on your side, it doesn't matter how long it's going to take. The main objective is what you want to achieve. And whatever that is, the potential is there for you to embrace, and to put to your advantage. At least that's what I would do, and that's what I will do, because I'm also, of course, impacted by these configurations. So thank you very much once again for watching this video and for your interest in my work. Some of you have been around for many years. So yes, thank you, a very special thank you. And also a very warm thank you to the newcomers, if there are newcomers today. All the very best. Take care of yourself and of those you love. Bye for now.